I always assumed
I'm
the
currently
M is
recording,
separate from the
so
company.
I'm currently recording, so we can start whenever y'all ready.
Okay, I'm just going to send you the Polaris game back.
Okay.
Random mid.
So welcome everybody. We are currently doing the bullet tournament for Polychamps. It's a tournament where all matches are tiny, and are mirror matches. With 2 minutes per turn. Currently, we have Bakalol playing against pomthom, and and also, who's commentating for this?
I'm commentating. My name is Grelder. I believe we also have South Penguin J and Hitarf.
Yeah. Alright, looks like pomthom at least got a ruin.
Bakalol's spawn is a pity actually. With only one animal, he will have to go organization instead of forestry line.
Yeah, that sort of sucks. Especially with that second city having 2 animals.
Oh yeah. I think he'll still go hunting and upgrade the second one, I guess. He should. That's
I'm having trouble loading pomthom screen, so I'll just be watching
I'm
Bakalol's.
having problems with both right now.
Alright.
it's probably the number of watchers, I guess.
Yeah. Bakalol has some nice forests in his second city, which will help him with forestry, but it will take a while for that to gear up in his economy. Although it will provide a nice segue to ice archers if he chooses to go that route.
Yeah, ice archers.
Not sure how useful they'll be compared to riders and roads to try to go everywhere in the map, but they will definitely help him in controlling a small portion of it.
Oh, so pomthom got stars from the ruin, right?
Oh, he did? I am not seeing.
I think so. Because now he's buying, he bought forestry.
Oh.
Made a warrior.
For him.
Yeah.
Our pomthom's resources looking right now. Bakalol has a lot of forests in all his cities.
Yeah, exactly. I think pomthom got the economy here, while
Well
as it is.
Yeah.
He definitely had that early game boost from the ruin.
Two warriors. Not so sure about that actually.
We're noticing Bakalol's cutting some economy to try to get more warriors out.
That's it. It is
I
a 3
think
city to 2 game currently. So as far as city count goes, Bakalol does have the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long term,
exactly.
that will be in his favor. Although for teching right now, pomthom is favored.
Yeah, Bakalol probably counting on getting forestry from pomthom with an explorer next turn.
A great explorer from Pom. They're covered up
city of Bakalol and gave him some resources, which are always good.
Yeah, and that Mooney uncovering the fog will help explorer more going towards the south corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Bakalol could definitely force a forward explorer.
There looks like there also will be another village at the only spot that Explorer didn't uncover, so I bet there will be a fight for that village.
Yeah, this is actually the most number of villages in the live stream I've seen.
True there. Well said.
Yeah.
No, wait, he didn't move his warrior to the west
What?
corner?
I think he was trying to see where his enemy would be before moving. All the
Yeah,
decision
but
since
I
it
think
lowered the
that
chance of finding him.
And the ruin.
I respect the flexibility, though.
Yeah, same here. And the ruin also uncovered by Bakalol, which will probably provide something useful if not fishing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bakalol has this because he has to defend.
Yeah, he definitely
And-
has the advantage that he can hold down with riders. If that ruin turned out to be like a Gami or something, that's huge.
Yeah, completely huge. This
the
ruin
only
will
thing
probably be game
Pomthom can
changing.
probably
But since Baka's
Pomthom
already.
needs to rush Agami.
Yeah, or go
Thumbs,
for like
one hope is like
the cities.
Gami Rush or Heavy Tech.
Yeah, completely true.
And actually, if Bakalol got forestry right now, he could have got a rider with movement for rider as well, and denied back Pomthom the city. Now he doesn't have movement.
Yeah, I think he's trying to take a more economic route to avoid overextending and trying to take all the cities. We'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he realizes by now that now he just needs to defend.
Oh, and the roads purchase as well. Interesting. Looks like Pom will go a bit aggro this game with a roads purchase.
Also, with the
True.
roads purchase, he could avoid having to chop down all the forests.
He can definitely keep those for either long-term gain or to just rush him.
And the first kill is on the board. Now the game has started.
Part of why
He
why
guarantees
Bakalol
himself
didn't go for
the
Rider, I think, is he could have been scared of Pomthom trying to attack his city. So the warrior was a more difficult option that we saw the rider with the road.
yeah, and I mean the movement was blocked for the rider anyway, so that's why he didn't.
Mhm.
If Pom manages to control the game with the riders and get Bakalol to defend, this game could end up in his favor still, but right now it's still looking like Baka is on the better position.
I think
Definitely.
whoever has the middle city and the western one wins.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pomthom definitely spent his ruin stars well to try to get riders with roads out to contest those. Right now he's closer to them. Bakalo is a bit more oriented to the east with his Mooney and Warrior. But depending on how he moves, he can contest it. If the ruin's Agami west.
And Bakalol probably knows there's a village there.
Yeah.
Pomthom retreated
Which is
his
total,
rider.
dang.
Pom is
That's
taking
it.
some time deciding what to do next.
I think one of the biggest problems Palm is currently at is that he's hit the pop limit. Well, he's hit the unit limit for his capital, which is the main city he's been using for the west side. So
Yeah, that is
that's
true. That can be a huge problem for him this game.
that's a very neglected factor, the max population for a city.
Let's see if he
And most
decides to
players
go.
don't really consider it until it's already a problem.
Yeah, well said, well said. He might even decide to go for Org to upgrade that city, but we will see in the following turns.
Is Bakalol about to chop everything? I think he's chopping everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All these upgrades.
so almost everything.
Yeah. The front city, at least, which will open up rider movement both for him, but as a double-edged sword, it will get pomthom. But at the same time, there's still that little ring of trees around the city, so he'll be able to move better than pomthom.
Yeah, plus it doesn't really matter because pomthom only needs to get to the city, so the trees around doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is he going to chop the final one to get another rider?
Oh, we'll see. And apparently he doesn't. Let's move.
He's keeping it in his back pocket, I think, for something else.
Yeah, some economies
that's-
always needed. Like some
That's quite
extra stars for
interesting,
an
actually.
emergency or popping gami.
You know,
Because the
ruin
sawmill
gave him
gives him border
mathematics.
growth.
if that ruin gave him mathematics with Org, a hut, and a sawmill, that's easily a Gami there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Bakalol is just gonna get a road and kill that rider.
interestingly, Palm Thom actually went to go search that corner and found Bakalaw's Mooney hiding there.
If he's definitely going to get another rider there to attack it. There's no reason why he wouldn't. Well, it looks like Pomthom's going to get the second ruin, although he may not invest that way and be at the unit cap. I wouldn't know. All I can see is Bakalol screen.
Yeah, same here. I can't view.
Course is huge.
I don't think anyone.
Yeah, he's gonna
Pomthom.
secure both western villages.
Yeah,
What did Pom get? Bakalol get from the ruin? I missed that.
10 stars.
Oh,
He got 10 stars. Now he's going to be able to not only take the village, but he'd be able to move his rider in a way to protect both. Though he's definitely getting the western one.
Exactly. This is definitely looking like a Bakalol victory.
Mm-hmm. Unless Pomthom
Interesting
can pull a rabbit out of his hat.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't look that promising for Pom, sadly.
Very sadly. Great start,
Interesting
but
decision.
Bakalol just was able to get up a lot of the cities on his small warriors.
And also, the unit limit really hurt Palm's ability to really contest that area once he overextended his rider.
Yeah, stars can only do so much if you have a few villages, but like without villages, there's no point.
Definitely. There's kind of like this sort of jump where if you have low stars, a lot of units works. Middle ground where nothing really happens, and then a high ground where if you have a lot of stars and low villages, you can on him at that weird place where he can produce a lot of units or produce good ones.
Is it only me that still can't view Pom's stream?
I can see Palm's.
I can't see it.
It might just be an issue on my end then.
Company will just have to be our palm
Yeah,
specialist.
exactly.
I can't see it either, so it's not
If-
just you.
If you can, if you set it up to watch both streams at the same time, that'll give enough time for bombs to load in.
Oh, how do I do that? Sorry, for interrupting.
Press the eye icon next to the watching stream for whoever you're not watching currently.
Oh, I'm yeah.
I see
get
what you
that
mean.
now. Thank
Basically,
you.
it loads it up so you can toggle between them.
But right now it looks as though Palm is trying to
Yeah,
set himself
thanks, the
up.
company.
Right now it looks like Palm's trying to set himself up so that he can at least fight over that middle one. But there's still no way that Palm's have a way of getting that one in that corner.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I expect to see some shops here from Bakalol because he has 2 forests that won't be that much used at his newest city. And he opts to not block with the rider. Instead,
Well,
pushing his forward.
Probably hit that rider actually.
I think I agree with you on that.
Moving the rider over there, making sure he could take the ruin if Pomthom takes it back.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I get that. I
Yeah.
get that.
Besides, it actually doesn't matter as much at this point who gets that city, because as long as Bakalol can keep Bomb from getting it, it will be a 4-city to 2-city game, which is going to go more and more and more in Bakalol's favor.
He's at
True.
double the city count, so he doesn't necessarily need to capture it. He just needs to delay, as you said. And to the same extent, that ruin won't do much for Bakalol in the east, but it will definitely hurt Pomthom.
So which direction did pomthom go so that he didn't find any city? Did he like go
Went south the first turn.
northeast then north?
There was a ruin that he went for, and then his warrior went to the east, I think.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 units in a direction where there were very little cities. And
Yeah, he's
Bakalol sent
resigning.
all of his units forward so he could take the center up.
And,
And
then he
now-
resigned.
First game is done with a Bakalol victory.
Yeah. 5 cities and 2 ruins. Bakalol takes the cake.
He couldn't have made Game anyways. Because he had a lot of gold.
Yeah, that 1-star ruin really did a lot of good things for me.
Yeah.
And Bakalol comes back just to add insult to injury. Gets a Gami from the ruin.
Well, I refuse to see that with my own eyes. I prefer resigning before.
Probably a good choice, mate.
Yeah, I would not want to see that. And then he gets an explorer.
I don't know what I could have done.
Oh yeah, you had very little resources.
Yeah.
If he had
Wait.
navigation, he'd get the Eye of God right now.
Bakalol, can you take climbing for a second?
No, he's trying to
just
get polar
make sure
warfare so he can get the Eye of God.
Oh.
You could have done forges actually here.
I think that would have been too slow.
Yeah, of course.
True.
But you seem to have to grab 2 cities really very quickly.
Yeah, I found
He
with
sent
my
his Mooney and his
warrior
warrior
and
forward.
Mooney. Yeah, and I found them immediately.
That'll teach me
By
going
the
ruin
way-
first, Ace Grey.
No,
If-
Pomthom,
if
I
you-
swear it's I swear it's better. There's just situational variants where you don't do it. When
Was in
you're
the
on
southern
Tiny.
corner.
Tiny is not a good
Yeah.
Was the ruin
spot
southern
for
corner
going
or western
first.
corner?
The idea of going ruin first is if you can also secure the village.
Yeah.
If going one means you can secure the other, but not the other way around.
Yeah.
Delays
No,
will-
Where-
I think
where
it
was
was a
the-
mistake.
where was
Also,
the ruin?
although I got 10 stars, which is
Yeah,
very
yeah, I
good,
saw
but
that. I was counting your
Yeah,
score
I'm
and I
very
was like, oh
proud of you
damn.
for going out on a limb.
Which direction was the ruin, guys?
it was backwards, so
Southeast.
it basically eliminated one of my units.
Oh yeah, never go for backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
It's a
Ruins.
mistake.
warrior thing.
Okay,
I
so
had a backwards ruins in Wenger game, and I opened it on T9, I think.
yeah. Shall I
For
host
pomthom, a
Imperius
large
then?
leap for ruin players.
Yeah, so we
Yeah, go
start,
ahead.
right?
Good luck, lads.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Luck to you both.
Sadly, I think luck is not necessarily what I need here. Okay, drylands, tiny. Devon, bye bye.
Another room.
A ruin for Baka. Interesting. And ruins for both. They are very closely spawned, and the spawn
This
seems
is going to
quite.
be a great game.
I can already
Oh,
tell that as well.
went for T0 warrior.
And decent. Yeah. They both have decent warriors. They both have a ruin. They can both contest cities in the center. But based on their initial 5x5s, this looks like a pretty even game.
Oh, pomthom went double warrior. Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah. I don't think that was the right play, but also I never
He's
think
not
that's the
even
right
going
play.
for
We'll
the
see how
ruin.
it pans out.
What? I would have thought
I
they
think he's
They-
must be overcorrecting after not getting a lot of cities last round and thinking, okay, I need to do
Oh,
everything I can do to get
yeah,
cities at the cost of economy.
True. Do you expect
Well,
another warrior, or will he be saving the stars?
What I would like to make at one point is that one thing that Bakalol doesn't have that Palmdom does have is a mountain in the way of the exact direction that Palm would want to explore. So Palmdom's spawn isn't actually as good as Bakalol's for exploration.
We might see some spicy stuff with climbing this game. So that would be very interesting.
We could,
And
depending on what they tech trade and
completely
what they get from the runes, we may see mathematics in this game.
yeah, rare with this new meta that mathematics get used very often in these 1v1s.
And interesting decision to go third warrior because now he cannot get hunting plus forestry.
And even a fourth warrior.
I'm watching Bakalol.
A sea of units coming from the pomthom side.
Bakalol has a small C, but
And an explorer will be gotten here, and he meets Pom and gives him some valuable resources.
next to each other.
He finds
Oh, yeah.
one, but not a close one.
This is really bad for Bakalol, I think. If you look at the city
Definitely.
position.
I don't think it's that awful, but oh yeah, that's city. But if he finds another one quite close, this can still turn out an even game due to Pom's mountain disadvantage.
Yeah.
Even then, Pomthom can send units to attack that separated city quicker than Bakalol could reinforce. So it's just a question of will Pomthom scout it.
True. And with all these warrior Pom is getting, I expect that he will.
Okay, Palmdom's screen is off for mine now.
I can still view it. I'm not so sure about this play to view the Bakalol city instead of getting the ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think he should have gone for the ruin. Because right now he just has a random warrior that can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe thinking he doesn't want to have Bakalol contest the ruin.
Oh yeah, but that warrior is almost just like a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I think
At the
Yeah, I
same
think
time, though, it
Pomthom's-
forces Bakalol to keep a unit on the city.
Interesting thought.
I
And now
guess
Bakalol is another part of the pomthom army.
I guess, but one thing to consider is that Pomthom's once again a bit overextended, being at his unit limit, so can't really threaten much outside of keeping the warrior there. And Bakalow's going to have enough money to make another warrior anyways.
Exactly. Do we expect stars or a wall here? I expect stars, yeah.
Stars. I think he's going for a math play because he left just the right amount of forest to get a giant through that.
Oh,
Two giants, actually.
Yeah.
smart.
He
Some
likes.
giants here could really help out. Because Pom has gone full military right now. So we're going some eco with giants could help Bakalol a lot.
Smash through him in mid game.
And now Pom's stream won't load for me.
I have it.
Perfect.
Person can see the stream. We're fine.
And maybe Pomthom had a forge again, but it's just too
And now
slow.
Palm is retreating back to the ruins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
The
that warrior
Pomthom can also kill that exploring warrior of Bakalol's, and that will probably make Baka stay at 2 cities for most of the game.
Yeah. And it looks like Palm is going to
But
give
does
up.
he really?
The kill is coming. The game is starting to get spicy.
I think one of the questions Palm might be having is how he wants to go east, because there is ruins and a city there, but does he want to risk everything going there, or does he want to go all in on Bakalol?
Bakalol is
Yeah.
just planning to get double giant actually.
I don't
And
think he can
rush
go
his
all in on
capital.
Bakalol. It's a more defensive position, so to say, with higher level cities that are close together. I think Pomthom's thing is to try to expand so he can get up just enough units to kill whatever Bakalol gets.
Yeah. And riding was even bought. Interesting.
It's interesting that he went for writing instead of
Oh
upgrading his
shit.
capital.
Brutal.
A giant this turn, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Mathematics would have been better, but besides that, I don't think there was any option besides stars and math that would have been better than this.
Completely true. What did he get from the ruin? I was outside the stream.
He got
Pop.
3
It was
population.
3 pop.
Ah, still good.
So now we have the first giant on the board.
Which will definitely help Bakalol at least stay in the game.
And what did Pom get from the ruin? It seems to be
Stars.
stars.
Now, a real question would be, will he upgrade his capital? Because one of the biggest weaknesses of Pomthom's army right now is just that unit limit.
Yeah, he has 0 more available units. Either he sacrifices those warriors or goes for the upgrade. But instead he goes for roads.
What?
I guess he's just trying to upgrade his cities together and form a network for riders. His warriors will die in the next few turns.
Yeah, but I think his score counts giant already, so
Yeah, so he should have made countermeasures against the giants instead.
Yeah, agreed.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
archers and
early
upgrade.
archery. Yeah, archery would have been actually really good. I mean, look at the top city of Bakalol. Pomthom has 2
Yeah.
warriors.
Technically, Rider
And-
Roads could be better than archery if he had every city. I
No,
think he's
but
going
like,
for every city based on his riders retreating back.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
If you can
I think
get all
archery would have
three,
been the better play.
fine.
yeah, because against giants it helps. Now
Oh yeah,
Bakalol will
he might
probably have to rush knights, I guess.
be anticipating catapults too.
Oh yeah, it's a good thought.
Yeah.
And
What?
if he may be gearing up for knights, thinking that Pomthom will spam too many units and he'll need something to clear the just cheap unit count.
And Bakalol is missing 1 population for a giant in the top city with a sawmill and monument.
Yeah.
That's a bit rough. Oh no, he actually not. My bad.
No worries.
Roads that you could connect.
Will we see a siege
Shouldn't,
this turn?
No, I don't think it will.
shouldn't he have actually made a giant next turn with mathematics? Not quite sure about riders.
No, actually, no. We might actually
Because
see a siege this turn.
Oh, interesting.
Needs roads, and then he can jump.
yeah, but he cannot block. I think he should have blocked.
Well, any sort of blocking, unless he landed on the farm, would have had it instantly been killed by the giant. So it wouldn't make too much of a difference.
Agreed.
Bakalol's economy, and he's going to have to be playing makeup.
Interesting choice
what?
of what to kill. That seems almost like he made a misclick.
Yeah, he definitely did a wrong thing by not going for a giant this turn instead of
You
riders.
see screen.
Yeah, back a screen. It looked
Yeah,
like he was regretting
Yeah.
that move a lot.
Oh
He
no.
killed. He hit the wrong warrior.
maybe a
Which
possible
did kill
computer
it, yeah.
freeze.
At least
And-
he will
and
get
the-
attack.
So
And
we
the
we're
rider
probably gonna
can be
see.
killed, maybe, I think.
What we're probably gonna see is a counter siege after Palm captures the city. If Palm decides to capture it.
I think Pom will decide to capture it. But he
The
needs that
stars and
giant.
tech required the giant.
Maths even bought. Interesting. He might get 2 warriors in both his cities because he will have to have all those units to suicide into that giant. Because right
No,
now I
he-
don't see any other way.
Yeah, I don't see him
Unless-
killing that giant.
Unless he miraculously gets something good with maths like he just bought. And I think he maybe should have saved the stars at least 1 more turn because I don't really see how maths are useful here right now.
Road connection, sawmill, and a monument would be enough to get a giant, but that means he needs a giant somewhere else first.
Interestingly, it does actually look kind of like an even or Palm favored battle. Now that Palm has all the cities except for Bakalol's capital, and all Bakalol really has is just a
In the
giant.
southern city. Yeah. If Bakalol captures this city and is able to get another giant, then I think it's definitely going to be in his favor because then he can just swing 2 giants by Pomthom's capital. But if Pomthom breaks him, I think it's game over for Bakalol.
Agreed. And both players seem to be sleeping on getting climbing, or at least pom, because that might have been useful for him, but I'm not sure.
Don't think he
Ooh.
knows that now. Every tribe but
This-
Zinzi,
this-
or every tribe but Venger has an 80% mine rate.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, can he get a double giant here? I'm not seeing his stream.
Is he going for?
If he shops
Can't see
every
his-
forest in other cities, I think he
I can't
can.
see his stream, but I think he's going for it. I think he's
Yeah,
going for
I
a capital
think
giant and a
Yeah.
giant in the Bakalol second.
Definitely.
GG.
If he makes a double giant, Bakalol
Yeah,
resigns
he
this
can
turn.
get the double giant. He can.
Just needs
Oh,
one
gee.
I think
giant
we're about to
even.
see Bakalol resign.
I
Yeah.
regret
Yeah.
my previous statement that Muffs wasn't that good. It turned out to be really good here.
Yeah, you just
Man.
need to pop one giant in a key city and it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Place a
They-
sawmill.
two more chops, and here's the second chop, and there is the giant.
Yep. We should see Bakalol resigning any minute now.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
He even found Bakalol's capital. Is
But-
looking very over for him.
Well, he would have already known where Bakalow's capital was. It's just a way
Now
now.
unit is
Now-
there at least.
Yeah, now it goes to find a way in, because while the game
Man,
is technically over,
Bakalol.
it's not actually over. Well, while the game is kind of
Yeah,
over,
he
it's
still
not
needs
technically
to.
over.
Yeah. Thumb is definitely in a
Good.
winning position, but Bakalol's hanging out around. Gonna get a second giant,
Good.
probably going for knights.
Yeah.
Man. Bakalol had this win if he made a double giant that turn.
And
And
here's
Arena-
the resign.
GG.
And
Yeah, he just wanted to show he could get another giant, then gave up.
Yeah.
an
Yes.
interesting game. Well played, you both.
GG.
I should have just left that city open in the front. I think then I could have
No,
had enough time to get the giant. The mistake just tilted
Instead
me
of
completely.
riders, Bakalol, instead of
I-
riders,
that-
why didn't you save for math this turn and made two giants? Oh, and made a giant on that city next turn, even if it was gonna get sieged. You could have made a giant.
Yeah. I was just
Misclick definitely.
I think you like didn't see that even with the rider you couldn't unsiege if he sieged.
I was hoping I wouldn't be able to kill both the warrior and the warrior on the city. That was kind of what I was
Oh.
relying on, but
Yeah.
So now we have our third game.
yeah, Quetzali mirror, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Quetzali, an interesting tribe for the final.
So
The final.
Are we flipping again? Is it Bakalol? What are we doing?
Okay, let's. I already have a screenshot of a flip, so we can flip.
Okay.
One of you two pick heads or tails.
Well, I'm gonna stay with tails.
And
Quetzali
you
can get
are
quite
host.
unfair actually.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Pomthom will be hosting in the Quetzali mirror for grand finals. They're currently 1-1.
Good luck, Becca.
Let's go.
Good luck to you both.
Good
Yeah,
luck, you
good luck
both.
to you too.
Lightning best team.
Man, tosses go Tom's way like nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That last game looked definitely in Bakalow's favor until the end, especially with that misclick.
True.
I think
And
the
the
biggest,
game has started.
I think the
A good
biggest thing.
spawn for Pop. Sadly for him, no ruin.
Oh shit.
But
Oh, shit.
Bakalol has the edge in this game, which
Oh shit.
five animals spawn and a ruin, and he goes for the ruin first and a warrior, which is probably the best move.
Yeah.
Bakalol.
This might be unfair too.
It is
Yeah, I
looking
mean
that's unfair.
that's what I said. Quetzali can get quite unfair. I think we should have done Ellie. Ellie is quite fair.
And Pom is
Well,
pushing in toward the center with both units. Soon we will get to find out what is in that ruin.
3-pop. Bakalol is gonna get a very quick giant.
Yeah,
yeah.
10 stars
Yeah,
as well.
If it's
Three
3
double
giant
giant
size,
actually.
then Buffalo's gonna have a really nice time. But if Buffalo doesn't get one of those two, it might not be
And
that much in
he
Buffalo's favor.
so
If
he
we get
takes hunting, then opens the ruins, and if he gets forestry, that's also GG.
an organization looking to be the main tech here for pomthom to upgrade all his free cities right now.
And
Yeah,
now it's
that's
looking
never good.
like it might be a 2 cities to 3 game.
Yeah, and the ruin gives him a
And
Oh
Explorer.
shit!
Explorer, brutal.
he at
But he
least
And
does
needs
get
organization.
him an
That's actually something.
but he gave him organization, which is completely useless for Bakalol right now. He
Yeah,
doesn't have
and
Not
Bakalol,
completely.
Bakalol.
It's
City
still
to
a
the
very
east
and,
efficient
is
city.
invaded.
and now the ruins went from looking like a really saving grace for
Wait,
Buffalo to looking like something that really hurt
did
him.
Bakalol just buy
Yes,
Bakalol just by riding when he can't make a rider?
He bought hunting.
No, no, he bought hunting. He bought
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, he bought hunting.
hunting.
I'd
But
rather
if
not
he
give
bought
Pom
riding,
Pom
he
the.
would.
it's looking like Pomthom will get an
okay.
explorer here. An
This will
explorer
be.
worked well
This
for
will
one
be.
He'll,
and even worked quite bad for the other. Both didn't have
Wait.
good luck with explorers.
This is looking like a
Oh,
very quick game.
Yeah,
Currently
yep.
Buffalo is now completely out of place to get any real villages, while Pomtom has 2 on top of his capital.
his
Mhm.
only hope is a giant, and it's looking like
Yeah,
that
giant
will be a long.
factory in the capital.
double giant actually.
Yeah,
But it's going to be a bit slow getting that giant, since he didn't
Man,
get anything from the ruins.
this game just turned to shit for
3 on turn
Bakalol in one
6.
turn actually.
I think it's fine though because Bakalol will get the West City due to the mountain blockage.
He will, but it won't really help him because by the time Buffalo gets to West City, Pomtom will get the Middle West City and would just be 4 cities to 2 like the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This will be again be giants versus multiple cities.
yeah, and we will see what will have the edge.
Wait, won't it be 4-3?
Oh,
It's
it'll be
looking
4 to
like
3, yeah.
another explorer.
Interesting choice.
I think Palm wanted
4
to
turns for
see that
giant
east
on
corner.
Bakalol.
Yeah, the east corner is good because now he knows that Bakalol has like 0 cities. So that gives Pom some peace of mind.
And no jobs for Bakalol in the second city as well, which is
Unlucky.
Very unfortunate. He's completely relying on giants in his central capital.
yeah. I mean, anything other than an explorer would have been a GG for Bakalol,
Yeah.
but
And now we see one upgrade followed by another. Or more units, it depends. Yeah, an upgrade.
Pomtom could just do an early archery spam actually, since he has vision and knows Bakalol is gonna go double giant.
True.
Oh yeah.
Some range stuff will be very useful this game. since it's defenders.
Yeah. And hmm,
2 shops.
he's counting pop right now.
And even a third shop, maybe? Yeah, a third shop it is. As I think it was M Company who previously said it is looking like it will be giants versus cities.
Yep. Although this time Bakalol will be able to get more giants quicker than he did last game, so maybe that will make it different. Plus, his giants will be closer to enemy cities, whereas last game he had to traverse the entire map.
Still
Yeah.
have a ruin too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That ruin might
And-
shift the tides completely, but we will see.
And I mean, Bakalol needs a double giant because pomthom will definitely go a vault defender, and 2 giants can kill a vault defender.
Yeah. I think Pom is considering if he will shop or not shop. And what would you guys do in his situation? Would you guys shop or would you not shop?
Let me see.
I can't see his stream.
Right, all right.
This looks interesting for Bomb's POV.
It really does.
Does he have hunting? Oh, he has hunting.
It also looks quite interesting for
have to see
Bakalol. It
Tom's
would be a
view in
real
the
uphill
playback.
battle.
Much vision does Pomthom have?
Pomthom has
Pomthom has all the vision.
yeah, he
But
can
does he have it on
going on.
Pomthom
He
can see
the
pretty much
east
basically
corner?
everything.
cannot see like 6-7 tiles.
He can see
Yeah.
pretty
Is
much
there
everything except for like the 9 tiles in the east corner.
Alright.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Might be a city there.
And that's pretty useless because that city is just bare.
I'm not quite sure if there's even a city in that corner.
Pomthom can win this easily. He can just get forestry and maths this turn.
Definitely. He wants math.
Yeah.
See
Do
why
double
that's
chop in Coco. He should do double chop in. No! What?
Did he blunder?
not
No,
yet. Not
but
yet. He almost blundered.
if he cooks a warrior here, man, that would be a big blunder.
Well, I'm not sure he's gonna want to get mathematics. Well, maybe he might want to get mathematics before capturing the city, but I'm not sure how you'd want to do it.
Right now he's going for the maths. We will see if there will be any more shops, and I expect there to be one more shop or other 2.
Yeah, if he wants to upgrade that new city, he's gonna have 2 more shops.
Like we thought, it was 2 more shops.
Yeah, he can get a giant in the other city with monument,
And
and
for
on the
every
capital
turn that
without
passes,
monument.
just like Bakalol's dreams of victory will be crushed.
Yeah,
And
GG.
and is
Well,
the
Buffalo's
no
getting
city in that
mathematics, and he
corner.
has 2 more ruins. He has a city in the west that can get a pretty easy giant. Maybe behind, but he's not out of it yet, I don't think.
Yeah, he's not out of it yet, but it's slowly inching towards being
Yeah,
out for
I
him.
mean, since Palm has like full vision and I can see like with perfect play, I think Palm wins this. That's what I meant.
And
That's
his
why
city
he
of
still
Hill,
blunder.
or however it's pronounced, is so far away from his other city, so it can't reinforce that if Pom goes for an attack on it.
Ruins needs to be stars, a giant, and or
This
pop growth.
one thing
Everything
interesting
else
about
is
this current game is that unlike a lot of the other games, there's no warriors really anywhere from either player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're
Oh my
definitely
God.
apprehensive of defenders being on a city that they can't take back, so they don't want to spend more warriors to try to kill other warriors.
this turn I expect to see some giants from Pom's side.
And if Bakalol gets a good rune result, we'll be seeing giants from his side too.
True, true.
We'll be seeing giants from both sides regardless, I think.
Exactly, it will be giants versus giants.
On 4 versus 3 cities, but the 4 are closer together.
Exactly. And I think that is something that's good for Pom. Having all cities close.
At the same time, Bakalol will have lower tech costs, so maybe he'll be able to leverage that.
Yeah, it is quite even, it is.
Good
That's
counter
it.
with archery or something. I don't know,
Oh, and it's
but
true growth.
it might be bad for Bakalol in this situation because pomthom can just put all his giants in the same place quickly.
Yeah.
Pom will also
Yeah.
get a lot of shops here because
One
he
thing
has
to
so
consider-
much corn.
One thing to consider is that even if the techs are cheaper for Bakalol, it's not it won't exactly be easier for him to get them because he won't have as much money per city as Palm will have.
Yeah,
Definitely.
if Pom decides to shop a bit more, he can get another giant this turn easily.
Going
it-
for low burn, more giants.
For that.
What does he get? He gets a giant from the back ruin.
I don't really know what to say about that. It's both good and bad because it will take a lot of time to get into the battle,
Yeah. And with
but
this
it will
being
reinforce him.
and with this being a low military game, he really just is stuck with not many options other than maybe going for roads, which is going to still take a lot out of him.
Yeah, I struggle to see that giant getting to the battlefront in anything less than like 6 turns.
Same here, same here.
And 2 stars short for a double giant. Oh, he can
Is he going to
jump.
go for the giant in the eastern city, or is he going to?
No, he's going
He's
double
going
giant.
for. Go for a giant in his capital right now, and
this
then
is
he's going to go for
giants.
a giant in his western city next turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
exactly.
Looks like a
get one in
capital
the
now.
western city.
And a good giant push.
Oh shit, guys. Actually, he can just make a Kata next turn to snipe that city as well.
Yeah, both
That's a
can
very
make
good point.
very good point, Itar.
If he gets
He can
Bakalol
just
gets
advance 2
stars from
giants and
the eastern ruin, that's 2 catapults.
oh shit, dude. I mean, they are miles apart from riders or knights or anything. They barely have units. A Kata sniping that city would be the most painful.
Very good point, Tarf. I'm slowly redacting my statement of it being over for Bakalol.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, he
mean
definitely
the
had
giant on the
easier
giant on
giant.
the west city goes towards Varsha and towards the what's that southwestern city and
That's it. Catapults can go both ways, and with the low
yeah,
units,
but
there is spaces for Palm to get catapults next turn.
but he cannot get it on the top city.
Definitely, this is a pretty fitting even game for 1-1 grand finals.
Exactly. It's a good watch.
Oh shit.
And a giant in the east corner. That one might have the same problem as the giant in the top corner of just being too far away to do anything.
I hope he moves
Definitely.
the Kata. I hope he doesn't go for the giant instead of Kata.
I agree with
Well, he can't even use the Kata to attack this turn, so I think he should go for the giant in the west and catapults the turn after, so he has like 3 giants pressuring with a few catapults behind. Otherwise, he just has catapults sitting there.
and he seems to want to go.
No. Yeah. Because next turn he treats both giants and then he moves the Kata forward.
This forces
I
Pawn
will-
to prepare for a big battle of the city of Ixwas. And that also forces Pom to defend, and that warrior placement above Pom's most eastern city is quite good, because if Pom played carelessly with that giant, he could have punched his catapult that he would have wanted in that city. But Pom
Wait,
played that.
did he just move his giant wrong?
No, he
The
moved it
Kata-
correctly.
Yeah,
the
he's
Kata- the
keeping
giant
his
wrong.
giants to try to force Buck a little bit to the left and down so he gets time to get catapults up.
And so if Bakalol wants that city, he's going to have to dive in. So this is going to be a bit of a catapult war.
An epic catapult fight.
Yeah. Pomtham's looking like he's going for a giant on the western city. And even if not, that defender protects against riders from going for his like southern
I think another thing is that
the southern cities.
about what might be in Bakalaw's eastern city, given by Harry's happened earlier. He probably doesn't realize that that city is completely empty.
Yeah.
I would have actually moved the Kata forward because now Pomthom can move his catapult forward.
That is true. That is true.
The defender can hit the Kata. Oh,
Oof.
okay.
It rotates left and right for a push if it can't go to center.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. I always
Very
miss that.
confident play from Bakalol.
Yeah.
Very, very confidently. Well said, mates. And does he go for that warrior kill or not?
If he does, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just out of fear of like each city, but he probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He has to set up a defensive line of catapults to protect from all those giants close to cities.
The question may then become who gets knights quicker to try to break the other catapult line, if that's the way the
Exactly.
game goes.
Knights wouldn't work here. The problem is that there's no real way to actually reach the catapults unless you got multiple. So
True. Both the giant zones of controls and the forests and mountains that block the movement.
Yeah.
Bakalol
This
has
will be
so much into taking the one of Pom's cities here.
and it's not a very like bad city advantage. It's 3 to 4, not too bad. So this could
Yeah,
easily go quite long.
exactly. If both players are scared to push, this game could go on for an eternity.
And did Pomthom make a Kata in the fog as well?
Does Pomthom have a third catapult?
He has free
yes,
catapult.
Okay.
Free
Yeah,
catapult.
he can break a giant siege
One
then.
rider trying to pull something sneaky off. And now Pom's giant just marched into the view of one. No, a Bakalol giant just marched into the view of Pom's catapults.
now Buffalo can't see Palm's third catapult, so we might see Buffalo run in, not knowing. But
Yeah,
Exactly.
Bakalol
Running
could
is
try to
fine.
steal
But he
it
probably
and then
won't.
break it.
But he probably won't, just as a safety measure.
Baka seems scared to push. He knows that his Pom's catapults can reach very far here. So if I was in his situation as well, I would probably be quite scared since this is a grand final.
Yeah, both people are trying to keep their catapults out of range of the other player's catapults.
Exactly.
And pomthom could actually reach Bakalol's Scada with Rhodesman. Okay, he's gonna retreat. Interesting. Yeah,
I
he
love this
probably
game of
counted
giant
that.
and catapult chicken. Although if it goes on for long enough, it's just going to be Pomthom's greater economy versus Bakalol's 2 extra ruin giants.
Yeah. But if this goes on long enough, those extra giants really won't matter because no one's gonna move the giants in.
Yeah.
All it would be
They're only about
is
20 stars in value
True.
total, but if you don't use that value, there's nothing to be gained.
Right now,
Yeah,
the giants
this
are
could
more of a buffer, like a shield for the catapults.
this will definitely go knights, like multiple knights where you just place like 5 knights to kill a giant and like that kind of maneuvering about 10 turns
Mhm.
later at least.
They're
Yeah.
definitely just going to need a sheer amount of knights to
Yeah.
overpower
Yeah.
because I don't see them getting the catapult positioning without their own catapults getting endangered.
Yeah, this will soon be like giants zone of control blocking like the whole line and catapults behind.
But
Oh,
what it
he
is
went for
current.
Rose already.
Yeah, that's something I was about to mention. Is that something that currently was happening? Was that with all the catapults scaring away Bakalow's units, Bakalow was just opening himself up to making it easier for knights or riders to get in. So that is one advantage that Palm has right now with his cities being closer.
Yeah. Well said, mate. Well said.
Definitely.
And Bakalol's giants get punished for going in blind to a battle.
Indeed.
With those road connections, we're going to see a lot more mobility in Pomthom's defense.
Exactly.
Ooh. Yeah, he's hiding
Oh
into the
wow.
fog.
Ooh, interesting.
Not sure about that warrior actually.
Looks
That's
like he's
just
going
a
for a
side.
long game to let his economic advantage overpower Bakalol's.
Exactly.
Yeah, Pomthom definitely realizes he has to defend.
Maybe as was previously discussed, we will see some night action.
Yeah. Pomthom is probably.
By the way, this is Pom. No idea how much time I'm taking. I don't know if I'm like over. So someone tell me if we're going over the limit. Right.
Sure, mate.
So if I'm Bakalol here, I prepare double siege with giants next turn. He can just make one more cat on the western city and advance his giant to kill his giant.
Struggle to see how that double siege would get anything, though. Pomthom can just like keep breaking it. I'm not sure Bakalol will want to engage in what is essentially just a blind testing of who has for a longer, more
Yeah, he cannot advance. Yeah. No, that doesn't.
Exactly.
He might be screwed. I think it's going to be over unless Pomthom makes a mistake.
Since both the very solid players, I doubt we will see a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Still, one thing
And Bakalol.
one thing that really gives Bakalol the disadvantage is that he's kind of stuck himself into a position where he can't really get better techs while Pomthoms is trying to slowly shift towards knights.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Bakalol
Has like
cannot
this
afford
concave
to
where
lose.
he's expected to crack it and shatter himself.
And I'm not sure why he's making more katas, because and those mountains actually shield Bakalol's katas quite nicely.
Exactly.
That one mountain.
Yeah, but now look at his catapults. They really don't threaten anything except for if Palm
Yeah.
left a unit on that forward city.
Yeah.
What is Pomthom stars per turn? Is it like 22?
23 actually. Very close. Will he hit the giant or the warrior?
Gonna retreat.
Bakalol's currently at 17.
What I
Yeah.
think, well, both this turn and last turn, what I think Palm thinks is that Bakalol can actually see that city over there, which is why he keeps retreating instead of attacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a
He
bit
thinks there's a giant pump being
calculated,
threatened.
but one that can easily be done.
But as it currently
Since
stands, Bakalol won't be able to see until next turn with that warrior. So you might want to. So if Palm Tom realizes that Bakalol can't actually see, you might want to actually just attack the warrior now, since Bakalol still isn't going for riders yet.
Exactly. While watching
Yeah.
Buckley stream here, I think he's trying to calculate a triple push here, pushing from 3 different fronts, because Pom's catapults can only protect a couple of cities at a time.
Definitely. And with all those giants, I think it looks like he'll be able to go for this.
Yeah, he will at
Yeah.
least
See,
one city, it
I
seems like.
well, let's see.
I
Two
think
catapults and a giant kill a giant, if I remember correctly. However, he's going to have a catapult die and more giants get hit. Unless he has more catapults than I think he does. I think Bakalol is going to be able to crack him right here.
Yeah, if this push fails, I think we all agree that this is over for Bakalol.
yeah, I think Pom had to keep
Sure, this
making
is his
catapults, man.
late game all in.
Yeah, this is the last ditch effort to win the grand final. And now Pom has many difficult decisions to make.
Actually, didn't Barker just save all his stars?
Yeah, this is currently looking like a really
Yeah,
good
but
all-in position for Bakalol because now since Palm has been spending all his last few turns very conservative, very afraid of Bakalol upgrading, not realizing that he wasn't going to. He's locked himself in with not as many units to really fight this.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if Bakalov gets rid of all of Palm's giants too, he can just Night Rush.
I would like to change an earlier statement. I said 2 catapults and a giant. Kill another giant. It's 2 giants and a catapult. My bad. Thank you, Arthur, for bringing that up.
An easy mistake.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
it's 4 catapults to kill a giant, or 3
Yeah,
catapults and a giant.
I think so as well.
So it looks like Bakalol with his 5 giants and sort of like convex 3 cities is going to have the just sort of firepower and extra stars from not spending anything to break Pomthom's little defensive 4-city cluster.
Exactly.
After long last, all those ruined giants are finally coming to the battlefield.
Well said, well said.
This is
Yeah, it took a while for them to mark from the corners of the map, but finally something is happening with them and they get their use in the fight.
That said, Pomthom does have a lot of really open areas to threaten the catapults if he wants to, which it looks like he's not going to
For sure. Very flexible position for him, despite his limited movement area.
But I don't think Pomthom realizes those positions, and because I don't think Pomthom realizes those positions, and that he had more than enough stars to really do something with them.
Was about
And it looks like,
to kill multiple catapults. Oh no, he has a knight. He has a knight.
and
We
the
could-
That
last
first
ditch-
knight will be huge.
Up soon. Stay tuned.
it might be huge, but it's also kind of a last ditch effort. So as long as Pomthom pretty much has, as long as Pomthom can pretty much, well, I mean, as long as Bakalol can get rid of the important stuff first, it doesn't matter how many catapults he loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, I think it will serve a great role to sort of stress Bakalol and make him paranoid about the opportunity.
Yeah,
Agreed with Trailer.
yeah, because it definitely looks like Bakalol isn't realizing that point, and instead trying to focus down all the catapults.
Bakalol is currently calculating how far the knight can actually go.
How to block with his giants. The siege won't stick, though.
Yeah. Or will it? How many catapults does Pom have again?
He has 2 giants next to it, a catapult, a knight, and 2 riders.
Oh, true, true.
Push on the sides and how much he wants to go all in for those. I think we'll see him shuffling around more, or he's just going to go for it. He can definitely push the... No, he can't move those catapults, but they can still threaten it.
Yeah.
I think you should move that to the southeast, but instead he moves it south, which offers a bit of a better knight chain.
Exactly.
He's going to go for the 40 giant, I think. Yeah. Weaken Pomthom's attacking power. Pomthom will barely be able to take this city back, I think.
Completely agreed. And
Then he's
chivalry.
going to disband. Get it. There's a knight on Bakalol's side.
Happening. And the knight. Some paranoia for both sides. Interesting.
I would just like to say that that little pentagon circle of the 5 arguably most useful units in the game for the Quetzali mirror is just very nice to see.
Completely agree there.
Oh, I can speak again. Thank God.
Welcome back, mate.
Thank you, mate.
So now the question is, what does he want to do with each of his units? Because even with the unsiege, his giant's gonna die immediately, and then it's a choice of how do he send his knight. Kind of looks like his only good knight option is to just go to the west, but that's still 4 catapults on a giant, and then a re-siege.
For sure, he's definitely leveraging how to protect 2 cities with a giant mass that has a lot of options to it, but he won't have the time to calculate them all. So this is definitely a great test of bullet skills to figure out what he leans.
Very well said. And the city is safe for one more turn.
And then that's a night chain.
Sadly for Pom, it's only 2 units.
One thing
Oh
that
yeah.
one thing that seems somewhat interesting is I think Palm over attacked.
Yes, he definitely exhausted the HP of his units and also their future attacking power. But then they have the extra giant there.
Exactly.
Looks like Pom Pom's going to be able to defend.
We will
But for
see how many
more
turns
turns?
we're holding up.
Oh shit, guys.
What?
Pomthom lost. Pomthom lost.
Yeah, can't
Look
Bakalol get
at that. Look at that night chain. Both the
yeah.
giants hit
Ooh.
21 and 28 HP, and then the Kata, the knight, and 2 giants get chained. And
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
Bakalol double sieges with 40 HP
Yeah, that's
and
just
28
enough
HP.
for a kill.
Ooh, that's not fun.
He's going to have
Oh,
more knights to reciprocate, but I don't
And
think it
it's
will be enough in the end.
On the brighter side, he gets the western city at least.
Guys,
But
it's
like,
his turn right now. He's getting error.
Remember,
Train
Bakalol,
defender.
remember, Bakalol does not have roads yet, so it will be a bit harder if the rider and the knight is in the way from the just due to those massive chains.
At the same time, he's going for it.
Sure looks like it.
Now, yeah, okay, now he can go for it.
oh man, shit.
And I expect we will see a resign very shortly. Or not very shortly.
Wait,
I don't know.
Still has a chance, but
Yeah, I'm not quite
He's going to go for the...
why didn't
sets
he siege
his...
with the 23 HP?
see because
No, he needs to
one
set the... He needs to train a defender in that western city or else
Yeah, he's just
Tom
gonna
can't
do
take it. He can't step the... He has to step both the defender and train another.
well it
Oh
doesn't matter how he steps in there because
no, that
actually no.
that
What
was
he
a
needs to do is move his defender forwards and then step into and then make a new defender in the city, because otherwise the knight can just chain and with the giant,
That's
or he
fair.
needs or he needs to move the
Can't
giant.
he
He's
see?
just
Ooh. Go for a road connect. Either he's saving the killer monument to try to get it in the Ixwis, or he'll realize he can't pop a giant there. He'll road connect Jaix and then border expand for some 3 stars.
yeah.
what you might see is a city trade.
Yeah.
Or looks like it.
comes down to the city trade, I think Bakalol's favored just because he has that positioning. He's been trying to get all game. And then Pomthom's going
Yeah.
to be in this very weird convex where Bakalol can attack all at once, but at the same time, Bakalol can better pressure Ixwis.
Oh, what?
What? He didn't go for the knight second?
Oh, shit.
That was a huge miscalculation.
Ooh.
Yeah, GG. GG.
Yeah, that was. Ooh.
Should I do it? No, no.
You have to let the giant get hurt so the knight can take it.
GG.
Yeah, that's it. GG.
Very well
Oh
played.
my god.
Oh man. Go
Very
back
well
to like
played.
20 that someone would make a mistake. Oh.
It all came down to the
See it, Palm,
defensive
but
play.
very well played.
I couldn't see that fucking
Well played, Bakalol. Congrats on the
City.
victory.
GG.
in the GG, man.
I was so lucky on my runes. I had 2 giants from 3 runes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, what I think it was is you was a bit too afraid of that city you couldn't see, so you kept trying to
Yeah.
run away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was unlucky that I didn't unfug it. Actually, I don't think I lost in the giants battle. I had lost the catapult battle. Especially when there was that round where I did
Well, I
giants
think
when I
the
don't
sheer
really
number of
needed
giants
them.
that Bakalol had helped him buffer the giants.
Yeah. But for example, he was I let him get a catapult in the west city, whereas if instead of doing a giant that I didn't need that turn, I had made a catapult in my west city, then I eliminated his catapult ability in that west city, and that changes a lot of the dynamic because instead of having
Yeah.
3 fronts, I have just 1, and yeah, it's so I think that's where I started losing the battle, is that I lost ground on the zone of controls.
Yeah,
Also,
basically you couldn't make units on 2
For
cities,
sure.
man.
He had units everywhere, and you sort of let him get his foot in, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you had 4 cities versus 3, you could only make units on 2, so that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
2
yeah.
versus 3 actually.
Yeah, I
yeah,
could only make units on 2, and I didn't even know if I could make units on the other one without the threat of getting sieged.
Yeah.
yeah, that was the one thing I kept noticing is that you kept playing very afraid of that city when there was nothing on it,
Yeah.
and you kept
Except for that last moment where there was that the night.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And another thing
Bakalol's still
is
playing the game to enjoy his slaughter.
another thing is a weird choice of because another thing was like you went for knights real early and Bakalol, and I think one thing that I noticed at least is you kept playing for like Bakalol has the knights, went away from the knights when Bakalol got them a lot later.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I wanted them early. It was actually pretty late in the game. It's just that
Yeah.
I didn't really have any other option. I needed something to try and break, hoping that he makes a mistake, because I
Yeah.
was losing ground. And yeah, almost survived, but no, I
Yeah.
don't think.
I was really glad that you went for the knight in your capital instead of your eastern city, because that was the only city I didn't have vision on, so I was super worried that all
Yeah,
of a sudden the knight would come out of that city and
yeah.
completely sweep me away.
Yeah. A lot
Yeah, I
of
couldn't see Pomthom's perspective the entire times. I just saw Bakalol's. For a second, I thought he got a knight in both.
no. The main thing was that both of y'all was a little afraid of each other's eastern cities, but Bakalol's was a lot safer to actually do anything from since Palm didn't press her.
Anyway, overall, very well deserved.
Played really well too.
Well played by you both. It was a really fun game
Very
to watch.
entertaining to watch, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Agreed.
this was the most fighting game out of all the bullet tournament actually.
We should make more matches with Quetzali.
Agree. That was a fun tribe to watch and probably a fun
Yeah.
tribe to play as well.
Not so fun to play though.
We were
Yeah.
talking in the company before the game started that we thought the early defenders would really help set up a more economic late game.
Yeah,
These stand
yeah,
also
because
really hard.
with the defender, you're not afraid to go into the wild, so you can just move forward.
Yeah, you know you're gonna get
Which
the
is
city.
which is a huge advantage for the guy hosting, actually. Because I just went straight for the middle, grabbed that city, because I knew that he couldn't kill me, and since I had the move on him, then that's definitely an advantage. Didn't help me win, but
Yeah. One thing
But on the
that
flip,
was being said earlier was that if Bakalol got something better from that first ruins, that would have been a much faster game.
oh yeah,
Is
that
it-
If he
explorer
got
really
3
wasn't that
Polaris
useful.
stars from that, that would have been brutal.
Pom, you didn't see my spawn, right? You're the only one that doesn't know my spawn.
no, I did see it.
You did see it? The
Yeah,
8
It
forests.
was absolutely insane.
Yeah. I saw the 8 forests. Yeah, 8 forests,
8
5
forests, 5 animals, and a
5
ruin.
animals. Yeah, I mean mine was not bad, but it wasn't that good.
I mean, it turned out to be not so insane when you don't really have that much access to other stuff besides that, and you also got 2 giants and catapults quick enough for me to not completely overwhelm you.
Yes, and even though your spawn was very strong, you didn't have any huts in common to leverage on sawmills, whereas I did. So it helped me catch up to that because I had plenty of huts that I used in multiple sawmills. But yeah. Anyway, good game.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, very great game by both of you, gentlemen.
Completely
A
agreed.
great way to cap off this tournament.
Cool.
Okay,
Well,
I'll go.
until next time, guys.
Yep. See ya.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Into the stream.